I've got to blame somebody for me being up here. And so I think I'll blame my mother. It's safe. She's no longer with us, but she put me in front of a piano when I was 6. And the drum is on my tape. Now, my mother was a singer and a dancer, and she came into this country walking across a bridge in Detroit from Canada when she was 15. And she started singing and dancing with her sister, and her mother was a costumer. So I come by this naturally. I always spent time doing music after the piano didn't quite work. I learned a lot, but I didn't stay with it. However, when I found myself in school, I was at a boarding school, and found a harmonica on the floor. And, you know, as a guy, you know, you pick it up, you put some Scotch tape around it, and that was the beginning of my harmonica. And it's my most, probably easiest playing instrument for me. So during my school years in college, I went to college, I had a very good friend of mine who's Spanish. And he said, hey, Todd, let's do some Spanish songs. I'll teach them to you. But the problem is you've got to learn to play the guitar. And I didn't know how to play the guitar. So the first kind of song that I learned, Adelita es una fronteriza con ojos verdes color de la mar, que trae locos a todos los hombres, ya que todos los hace llorar. Now, I'm not going to sing the whole song. I'm sure most of you are fluent in Spanish today because it's our second language. So that's a story about a lady of the evening who she got dressed up in silk and went by the. So anyway, enough information on that. So after that, I got out of school, and I actually got a degree in physics. It took me 5 years. And I went to work for my dad. My dad was a contractor, general contractor. So obviously, the first thing that I would do would be to open a coffee house. So I opened the first coffee house in Wilmington in 1961. And we started, so, you know, we were doing cover songs. So I'm gonna do part of a cover song, and then we'll see where this takes me. Hopefully I can. Here we go. So everybody knows that. It's a freight train. If you don't, you should. And after today, you will, because you just heard it. Now, the bridge, however, this little... that is really not in the song. So I was already starting to veer off the path of, you know, doing everybody else's music. And I started thinking, you know, I got my own stuff to say. Now, at that point, I was, you know, I started in 1963. I wrote my first song that I remember. And it had 3 verses. Believe me, I'm not going to do them all. When the sun comes flashing past your eyes, no sooner than you realize that cloudy pillows stifle some, while others find the stony white a shelter, a delusion, yet outracing clean distinction none can find, although they've sought it seeking, still it's not enough. Well, you can understand why I'm not going to play any more of that. I mean, it's really onomatopoetic with all the other stuff, you know, metaphors, similes. So I then wrote songs every year. Nothing formal, just playing in my own room. And somewhere toward 1995 or something like that, we started a group called Whirled Peas, which is, you know, sort of a bluegrass, singer-songwriter, country, a little mix of everything. And after that, I went to a house concert, and this was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And that house concert had a very interesting performer, a guy named Freebo, who you may have heard of, was the drummer for Bonnie Raitt. Anyway, he's become a singer-songwriter, and so he told me about a singer-songwriter retreat, which is really the kind of the purpose to finally get here. Because at that point, I never knew that groups like that existed, so that I could go down and actually work with someone for a week writing songs. And so in that process, I learned a lot, and I became a lot more interested in working my craft. And one of the things that I learned was I just stuck on a funny little capo for any of you guitarists. It only covers 3 strings, but it kind of gives you a has a different voice. So one of the interesting things about having your own voice in your music is the different tunings, your guitars. I mean, I've got 3 guitars. One is really smoky, a little parlor guitar. Then I've got this, which is bright and shiny. And I've got a Santa Cruz, which is a baritone guitar, has a bassier sound. So all of those different guitars help you as you start to, you know, write your music. And it truly gives, the reason I do it, I sort of can't help but do it. So there may be those of you out there who have this passion and you really haven't put your English experience together with your music experience, as well as the actual craft of playing something. So I'm gonna ask Rob to come up here at some point. Rob and I play together. You'll be hearing a little more from him later. But this is a song. Look, I have sufficient seniority on the planet. You know, they already let that cat out of the bag. And so it's sort of the time of life when people are leaving. You know, they're going away. I'm vamping while he's kind of getting himself set up here, but he doesn't do much on this song anyway. I'm standing here all alone. They're leaving me one by one. I've watched them live, they now depart. Their lives slid past and gone. I'm at each wake to celebrate their tour of duty here. I'll miss them all as they go, off to a new frontier. So I'll raise my eyes up to the skies, wishing them a fond farewell, farewell, wishing them a fond farewell. Now, I'm not going to play the whole song because otherwise everyone's going to sort of slump in their seats, and because it's a pensive song. But that's kind of how I feel. So it depends on how you all feel about the kind of music that you want to create, and to step outside your normal level of comfort and put it out there. I mean, me going down to Nashville and putting together an album was certainly not financially motivated. It was motivated by the fact that I wanted to let people know who I am and share that. One of the things in writing songs is you want to make sure that you have your topic. You got to have a hook. If you listen to the songs, there's usually a hook in there that kind of gets you interested. So I've kind of used up all my family members, all my friends. So now, because, I've been doing this a while, I have to dig deep for, topics, insomnia, that kind of thing. So we're going to do, this is another song which has a similar timbre to the one I just sang, excepting this one this is called Welcome Home. So for any of you who, welcome home, welcome back. Let me help you with your pack. You're home again from miles on the road. Sit you down, kiss the ground. When you're rested, walk around. Feel the warmth of your friends all around. Welcome home, we got your back. Take your time, just relax. Reflect upon your days on the road. Did your I'm having a brain fart.
Remember the words to these songs.
It would have really helped if I'd pulled up the right song.
You're supposed to remember the words to your own song.
I know. But words are birds, and they're gone as fast as they come. Welcome home, we got your back. Take your time, just relax. Feel the warmth of your friends all around. Did your worldly interchange while riding on that range catch your inner core by surprise? But now you're here, so stay a while. Do not walk another mile. Revive your weary bones and give your spirit rest. We have seen enough to know that coming home can soothe the quiet aching of a restless soul. No attachments, no strife. Enjoy a calm summer night. Take a walk, take a toke, take a midnight soul. Yeah, wherever you have been, well, now you're home again. Drop your shoes from your feet. Come on in, take a seat. A little food, perhaps some drink. Yeah, being home's just what you think. Lay you down, close your eyes, and rest a while. Go ahead, Rob. Welcome home, welcome back. Let me help you with your pack. You're home again from miles on the road. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. So often you end up writing about something that's going on for you. So one of the oh, I'm sorry, Jonathan, but it sounded good. This is a song called Waiting Round. I had my hips replaced. You know, when you live long enough, you know, you start wearing out body parts. So I've gotten there. They replaced both my hips in 2008, and I honestly waited too long. The relief that you get from having new hips is amazing. I recommend it for anyone whose hips have slipped away.
And there's a tent over there providing.
So this is a story after I got my hips back. I was excited. And so actually this is a song, Rob is a co-write on this. I wrote this thing and then Rob listened to it and he said, well, you know, Todd, how about if we do this? Or how about if we pep this up a bit? So I'm gonna do it in, yeah, I'm just going to do it in C. Does that sound all right? You know what? I need a thumb pick. Sorry. You know, that's one of the other things. You know, you have all these.
I hate to tell you, Bob Dylan says, never start a song you're not going to finish.
Well, I'm going to finish it. I'm just.
And he's going to be here later. He's going to find out.
I'm not sitting down, just wait around for my world to come to an end. I'm gonna jump out of planes, I'm gonna jump off those cliffs. It'll help me use up my new hips. No time to sit back, just taking stock. I'm gonna live life by a faster clock. Yeah, I've seen the devil so many times to know we don't exist. No threat to me, No siree if you get my drift. I'm living life between the landmines, seeing faces in the trees. I lean in on intention, I'm doing what I please. I'm a primal scream with a head of steam. No is not the answer. Come ride with me or set me free. Alone, alone to be the dancer. Yeah, I'm still having fun, 'cause this ain't no dry run. I'm in balance with the moon, still making love in the afternoon. No, I'm not sitting down, waiting around for my world to come to an end. I'll kiss the wind, become the fire, watch clouds roll in the distance. I'll be that rock on a mountain top, lost in an instant while I ride the rain to the sea, to the sea. As far as the eye can see, can see. Thanks. So, just as a close, I want to thank everyone for being here. It's amazing to listen to some of these other speakers who are all lined up right over there. It's wonderful. I was fascinated by the intention of how a brass guy gets started doing a business, and how the passion of a tragedy changes somebody's approach to life. I do invite all of you who have any interest in putting your own thoughts together as to how you see the world, how you feel about the world, how you feel about yourself. And that's what I have done, and I'm continuing to do it. I didn't bother to tell you that, I didn't spend my life doing music. I spent my life in the middle of my music, but I also am an architect and engineer, so I am passionate about all sorts of art. So I want to thank you for your attention.